Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to quickly speak to you about this interview that I put with Ken Davitian. First of all, just want to say thank you so much for the support and all the views you got on that video, because that's probably like the craziest thing that's happened to me this year. I did not expect it to blow up like it did. But with that being said, I literally just wanted to clear up a few things about what Ken was trying to say about his absence from Borat's subsequent movie film. And a lot of people don't really get the message. People in the comments keep saying that Ken's basically like being selfish, he's full of himself, not taking the money. I don't think people understand there's actually a lot more to it. So, first of all, Ken said that he was told there wouldn't be a Borat 2, and he said it in the interview. And listen, everything I say in this video is based on that video. So if you don't believe anything I'm saying, or you're saying it's not legit, go and watch the interview and you'll see that Ken says all the things I'm about to say. So Ken said there wouldn't be a Borat 2 because he was told that the next film wasn't going to be a Borat 2. There would never be a Borat 2. And he said this quote for quote.
I said, I don't want to reprise the character unless we're doing Borat 2. And they said, no, it's not Borat 2. It'll never be Borat 2. It's never happening. I said, okay, then.
That played a part in why Ken did not come back as Azamat Bagatov in the second Borat film. He would only reprise Azamat, as he said, if it was a sequel to the first Borat film. But they didn't clarify this with him, so Ken just thought, okay, I'm not going to come back. It's just as simple as that. And he did say about how he was paid 60k with the first Borat film, which is, yeah, a lot of people in the comments kept saying it's a lot considering, it's just a small job. But he's an actor, and considering the success of the first Borat film, I was surprised he didn't even get double that.
What are you offering me to do this small part? They offered me a very little amount of money, and in the first movie, I only made 60,000.
I do think he was underpaid for that, but I know he wasn't in the film as much as people were saying. But he was still one of the best reasons, or the reasons why the film was so successful. Him and Borat actually made the film hilarious, and Azamat just only had to stand there and you would laugh. That's how funny Azamat was, and Ken, you have to give him credit for that. Those things were all based on truth, but this is the opinion that Ken gave us about what he thinks about Sacha. So he didn't say he hated on Sacha, but he felt that Sacha doesn't like body movies, and that's why he may not like Azamat.
Apparently, Sacha doesn't love Azamat. I don't know.
This is his opinion, and of course, we don't know the entire situation because we haven't heard from Sacha, and I don't know if he's ever going to see this video and, go, yeah, there's a reason why he's not in the film. But it would be great, because I'd love to know what Sacha thinks about this, and his thoughts on why Azamat wasn't in the film, even though he technically was, but it wasn't a physical appearance. Ken said that he signed papers over a year and a half ago, and that the film's concept was going to be different from the original film.
I don't want to reprise the character because they made me sign papers a year and a half ago that it was a different movie and it's a different concept, and I said, no, I want to do Borat 2. That's what I was promised.
That also played a part in the reason why he didn't come back to reprise Azamat. Now, people think that the film is not as good as the first, and some people thought it was better. Personally, I think the film was really good, but it lacked Azamat, of course. And I'm not being biased here just because I spoke to Ken, and I made a video about Azamat. It's not biased. It generally lacked Azamat. That bit of humor that him and Borat had was one of the reasons, like I said, the film had so much success. And I think the second film had that great partnership with Tuta, which was Borat's daughter. But I feel that Tuta had to be more extra to be liked. And if you compare that to Azamat, Ken just had to be, he just had to be normal and not even be over the top. And Azamat was hilarious. It was so natural for Ken to do that. Whereas Maria Bakalova, who did a great job as Tuta, really had to be extra to be funny. And I think that's the difference in Azamat and Tuta. A lot of people think Tuta was great, but I still think Azamat was better. A lot of people saying that Ken's being ungrateful, he's really selfish. I mean, I don't think he turned down the role because of money. I think he turned down the role because he wasn't sure of what was going on. And if he was promised that there wouldn't be a Borat 2, then he's going to take their word for it. They should have told him it was a Borat 2 because they told everyone else it was a documentary and stuff, but Ken Davitian was in the first Borat film. And if they told him it's another Borat film and he signs an NDA, then of course he can't disclose any information about the film. And I understand that Sacha made it really secret and he just didn't want people to know about it. But if you want Ken Davitian to come back, you've got to tell him it's another Borat film, because then he would have come straight away. But a lot of people have said that Sacha doesn't like working with others and taking the limelight from himself. He likes to have it all on him. But again, that's an opinion. I don't know even if that's the truth. But there's got to be some truth if Ken is saying some of this stuff.
I don't know how much I appreciate the fact that I was in Borat 2. It was great. It was wonderful. My career, it was the greatest thing that could happen.
Ken is very grateful for getting the role of Azamat. I asked him this in the interview. In the 2-minute clip, he doesn't say it, but I posted this 8-minute interview, which is a whole segment in our long interview about all of Borat. And he talks about all the stories and thinking about Naked Scene and, of course, not being back for the next film. And he just is so happy and grateful he was given the opportunity. But a lot of people don't see that, and they keep seeing this clip that I posted that went viral, that people think it's just him being very selfish, but it's not. So I really wanted to clarify all these things with you because it is so important that you don't get the wrong message from Ken, because I don't want him getting hate and I don't want people thinking that he is something that he isn't. He's a great guy, he's very grounded, he's had a tough year as well, and I know that him losing his wife was a big part of that, and I think he was just annoyed and he was sort of dealing with it in the way he is right now. But something else he mentioned that wasn't in my interview, but it was in another live stream on Instagram. So prior to our interview, someone else had interviewed him, and he said that Sacha never got in touch with him about his wife passing away at the start of this year, and he was more annoyed with Sacha mainly because of that over anything. Like, I feel like him not coming back in the sequel to the first Borat film was sort of rubbing it in his face as his wife passed away, and Sacha completely ignored Ken. It's like he didn't even want him to come back. And I mean, if Sacha, not saying he did, but if he knew about his wife dying and didn't contact him, that's insane. But I'm guessing Sacha was busy and wasn't sure, and you know, after the first movie, they not seen each other for a while, so there was no contact. This is another reason why Ken is annoyed with Sacha. You gotta understand why. So it's not only he didn't say anything about his wife or any condolences, he leaves him out of the new film, and Ken really wanted to be in the film, and he promised that he would be back as Azamat if it was a Borat 2. But they said it was not a Borat 2, and they made sure of that. But they should have told him it was, and he would have simply been in the film. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope it clears up all the myths and all the things that you're hearing, because there's so much in that video, in the comments, where people don't get the right idea of what's being said. But I wanted to clear it up, and I just wanted you guys to know. And if you have not seen the interview, I will link it in the description, and I'll link it at the end screen, so you can watch that for yourself, because it is really important you understand what's going on. So again, it's just a big shame that we didn't see Azamat in the film alive, and we really hope there is another Borat film, and I really hope they bring Azamat back. Like, they could do it in a funny way. They could even do like the Revenge of Azamat, or they could definitely focus the next film on maybe bringing Azamat back, or just getting him in the film, because Ken really deserves it, and I just really want to see Ken back as Azamat, because we all do. And that was definitely the one thing that the new film lacked, was Azamat. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand the whole situation now with Ken Davitian not being in the next, or in the new Borat film. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with all the latest, and I'll see you next time.